Hello, ETT lovers. Vlad here, Brazilian coach. I'm going to record some of my training sessions with the ball machine sometimes. And the ball machine practice is always short because it's very explosive or very exhaustive. Today, I'm going to try to do something more like footwork, nothing too crazy, just to get the feeling back because this season is about to start. So the idea is just more like a consistency practice. If I get tired, I'm gonna change to maybe practicing blocks or something like that. And that's it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep my mic off while practicing, so you don't hear me like screaming, talking to myself, or breathing very hard. But sometimes when I change the ball machine, I'm gonna turn my mic on just to let you know what I'm doing on the ball machine. So if you wanna try the same practice yourself, you have some idea of what's happening. Okay, so hope you enjoy it, and if I survive this practice, I'll talk to you guys at the end. So now I'm gonna just start with the ball machine. Doing some choosing the forehand basic just to start my practice, some warm up, and the rate pre-delay is 0.70. So just some quick warm up on the forehand. Yeah, that's enough forehand for now. Let's go for backhand basic. The rate is the same. Point pre-delay rate, right? So 0.7. That's good enough. Now I'm gonna do something that I like a lot, which is a forehand cross court and the forehand down the line. And then every time I play down the line, I move to the other side, play one backhand cross court, one backhand down the line. I recorded a video about this one a few weeks ago, I guess, a couple of months ago, maybe. So we're gonna use here 1.1 and 1.2 on the ball machine. Let me just adjust the rate. Here says 0.9. I want a bit faster. So let's say 0.8. Let's see how it goes. So I'm adjusting. I have to adjust both shots. So this is the forehand. And then for the backhand is 2.1 and 2.2. I also have to adjust the rate to 0.8. I like this, practicing this drill, because it forces me to use my footwork a little bit, but also changing directions with my shots and practicing positioning. Every time you play down the line, you move to the other side. So I like practicing this one a lot. Whew. Uncle Vlad's getting tired already. Okay, so let's stop the ball machine. And before the next footwork, I'm gonna do some blocking just to get some rest. So now the ball machine is gonna be 8.1 short backspin push. I'm just gonna make this all over the table. So this spread, the horizontal angle is spread. I'm gonna let around 13. The pre-delay rate is 2. So it's one ball every 2 seconds. So this one I'm gonna push long. I'm gonna push long towards the center of the table. And then the next shot is gonna be the blocking with 9.2 short loop block. So the spin is around 130. It's a lot of top spin. The angle is spread all over the table. And the rate pre-delay, I'm gonna make a 120, 1.2. So I have to push and step backwards to block this all over the table. Let's see how it goes. Whew. So it's not really very relaxing, but it's easier than the footwork. So I'm gonna stop the ball machine for now. I'm gonna save this for later. And now I'm gonna use drill 17, all 4 boxes, 17.1 to 17.4. This is probably my favorite footwork drill. And I have to adjust the pace of all 4 boxes. This 0.9 here, I'm gonna make it 0.8 again. The idea is not doing anything too crazy. Just keep the ball on the table, controlling. Just finishing adjusting all 3 boxes. Because when you select lots of boxes, you have to go one by one and adjust what you want. Either the rate or the spin or whatever you need to adjust. Okay, I think that's good to go. Let's go. So this drill is backhand, forehand in the middle, backhand again, and forehand in the corner. I like this drill a lot because it keeps me facing the backhand diagonal most of the time. And even if when I move to the forehand side, I still try to play down the line with this forehand. So I need to jump back to the backhand corner again and kind of control the actions facing this backhand diagonal. And this is a big part of my game strategy as well. So this drill is very good. All right, let's go. That's tough. I hope along the season I can be in a better shape and practice this for longer. But as I said in the beginning, the ball machine practice is a short practice. Don't expect to be practicing with the ball machine like this for much longer than maybe 45 minutes, 1 hour, maybe maximum. It's gonna be shorter today, probably around 30 minutes, because the pace, the intensity, even if I'm just doing controlled shots, using the spin to control, nothing very crazy with my footwork, it's still very physically demanding. So, and you have to take some breaks just to recover and be there 100% when you decide to do a new drill. So I'm gonna get back to that blocking drill using 8.1 and 9.2 exactly the way it was, but I'm gonna add one more shot. So let me stop this ball machine now, this 17 drill. So let's get back to 8.1, the short serve and short loop block 9.2. But I'm gonna add 5.3 now, a random loop. So the ball machine is gonna send at the end a loop like this, around 100 spin, all over the table. So the idea is blocking close to the table, jump backwards and counter loop this ball all over the table. So it's quite hard. For this random loop 5.3, the rate pre-delay, I'm gonna keep it around 1. Let me start with 1.10. I hope that gives me enough time to jump back and save the day with a loop, either backhand loop or forehand loop. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. Whew, that's good. When the ball goes to the forehand, the last shot goes deep into the forehand, it looks harder. But actually on the forehand, we have extra time. We can be late for the shot, no problem. Turning the body, rotating and playing a safe forehand, still with good quality. But we cannot be late for the backhand. If the ball comes to the backhand, we have to, of course, stepping backwards to buy more time and space to loop this ball, to counter loop actually. But it has to be in front of the body, not too late. If you're too late for the shot, it's not going to be with good quality. Wrist and forearm are very important. Oof. Okay, maybe one more drill. I'm gonna use something with short ball now, or maybe with long serve actually, more forehand oriented. So let me stop this full drill. So I'm gonna choose a very hard serve, which is the 11, the drill 11, the short right side backspin serve. So is this, if it's a right hand player, it's the backhand serve with some side spin and loaded with backspin. So you have to really wait and lift up this ball. So I'm gonna choose the 11.1, which is this kind of a, 11.2, because it's the long one, this one. So it's kind of an awkward angle in the middle of the table, which is a good option, which is good. I'll try to lift this ball cross court, the forehand diagonal, and then after that, I'm gonna play 3 more shots. I'm gonna choose footwork drill 14. So it's 14.1, 2, and 3. So first things first, this 11.2, make sure the rate is 2, pre-delay rate. It's 1 ball every 2 seconds. And then the drill 14.1, I need a bit more time. So I'm gonna keep it like 1.10. I hope it's enough. Okay. And then the other 2 shots, I don't need that much time. So 14.2, I'm gonna go for 0.9, which is this ball in the middle. So I have to play a forehand corner, forehand middle. And then the last shot is gonna be on my backhand, which is 14.3. And that's the pre-delay rate. I'm gonna make it 0.8. If it's an easier shot, I'm already in position after the forehand in the middle. It's just using the wrist to play the last shot. So we have now 4 shots. So the serve with a lot of backspin, so I have to take care and lift this ball properly, stepping backwards, playing forehand corner, forehand center, and then a backhand. I can choose this backhand where I want to play. If I have good angle here, if I'm in good position, I'm going to play cross court probably. If not, I'm going to play more down the line. But I need to dry my lenses first because I'm sweating a lot. All right, so let's go for the last drill today. Here we go. very demanding actually. I don't know if you noticed, but the serve is very heavy. Spin is really good. And because it's more towards the center of the table, you don't have too much angle to play a big forehand to the forehand diagonal. You have to open your angle and control a bit more. If you miss a little bit the angle, the ball lands outside to the side of the table because of the side spin combination. And if you don't lift enough, the ball goes straight to the net. But if you do lift with good spin, it's very hard for opponents to counterattack. That's why I chose the footwork drill, which is more like, looks like a block, is a flat shot. Then I would have time to step back and put pressure, generating my own top spin. And yeah, I hope that's it for today. I think the practice was around 30 minutes. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Yeah, around 30 minutes, which is good. It's not the case today, but if I had time now, which I don't, I have an appointment soon, I would practice some serves to finish the practice. It's good to practice serves at the end when you are already tired, physically, emotionally. Your muscles are not kind of responding well. So practicing serves in this situation is good because it's pretty much what we have at the end of the match. When we are tired, when we have that emotional state, the responsibility at the end of the match, you have to serve well, you have to play well. So practicing serves now, it's a challenge to be precise, to really serve exactly how you are planning. But I don't have time for this now. I have to go. I would spend maybe 5 to 10 minutes practicing serves, maybe 1 or 2 serves, different serves. Not many, you know. Like don't go for a serve practicing to practice like 10 different serves. Just go for 1 or 2, and repeat until you get exactly what you want. It's more. It's better than just practicing lots of different serves and not getting very good at any of them. And also, if I had time, I would go to the casual lobby probably and play, see if we have good players to play a few matches, if I'm not too tired. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Leave a comment if you have some ideas of practice, videos, training. I'm gonna try to do this more often, recording my own training. It's gonna be very different practice, different trainings all over the year, depending how close we are for a tournament and who we're gonna play in the tournament, right? So if you know your opponent, you can plan specific training sessions for your opponent a couple of days before the match, maybe something like that, if the schedule allows you to do so. Yeah, I think that's it for today. I'm kind of tired, not very tired because it's a short practice, but it's the heartbeat goes very high with the ball machine training. But it's I'm sweating a lot, so it's a good practice for the day. I'm gonna just stretch a little bit now before my body goes too cold. And maybe later on today, if I have time, I'm gonna try to find some friends online and play some matches. So thanks for watching, guys, and see you very soon.